welcome back to another episode. First and foremost, I'd like to thank each and every single one of you personally for subscribing to the channel. We have just reached 1,000 subscribers, so absolutely amazing. Love each and every single one of you. You're probably wondering, Steph, where are you right now? Actually at the airport. It's 5 a.m. and we are heading to Gold Coast to run a marathon with a great man here, Nicholas Jack. He's got his boost juice. Fueling up for the marathon in a few days, but we're going to give you some insight and educational content and also inspired by David Goggins. I think the book Can't Hurt Me really got us going, and we're going to be running a marathon. We've both faced our challenges. I tore my ACL 10 months ago, faced some mental demons out there, but excited to show you the week ahead, so stay tuned. Kickstart the video. Les, tell us what sort of mental demons you're going to be facing out there.
It's going to be tough. It's hard when you're going for a bloody 2K jog around the block. You can tell yourself to just stop. So 4.5 hours, if not probably longer, out there. It's going to be pretty easy to just stop, something I've never faced before.
There she is, our good plane. Better get us there. First meal in the Goldie, and they've brought out this for an acai bowl. Unbelievable scenes here. We're on the coffee grind as well. Les is smashing out some work actually for the Richmond Tigers, soaking up the sun with me acai bowl. It is day 2 in Gold Coast. Got in a good 8 hours sleep, and right next to us here we have arguably one of the best sunrises in the world. It's 6 a.m. Absolutely unbelievable scenes. We love it here. We're going to actually go and get a 5 kilometer run along the beach. So it'll be our last run before the marathon, and then get in about a 40-minute short, sharp gym session just to get the heart rate up. Then throughout the day, we're going to have some really good feed. So I'll share that with you as well. So stay tuned for that after this. But yeah, let's just soak up this sun. But yeah, currently 2 days out from the marathon. Cannot wait to run in these conditions. We are back from our morning 5 kilometer run and soaking it up with our long blacks here before we go and get a pump. Les, how are you feeling for the mara, Les?
Feeling good. It's actually a little bit colder here in the morning than I thought.
We're going to cut to the chase now, so get prepared for a good pump here in the gym. Oh, we'll cut to that. From our gym session and about to get stuck into breakfast. Super keen for this one. We just prepped it up and it is ready to go. So I'll show you firsthand what we've got here. So I flip the camera around. We've got ourselves some eggs with butter, apple, banana, orange juice, and coconut yogurt with honey. I've also just got some avocado on there. So you can see here, we're really focusing on the whole foods. That is the key before a big sporting event, particularly carbohydrates. Focus on whole sources such as fruit, honey, rice, potatoes, unprocessed. When you start eating gluten or dairy, particularly before a big event, you may be somebody that can tolerate it, although it is still quite inflammatory for your gut. And gluten's actually the only protein that isn't dissolvable fully through your digestive system. So it is going to cause a little bit of inflammation throughout your body. So particularly 1 to 2 days before a big event, I recommend cutting it out. Even if you can handle it in regular, cut it out before a sporting event, and I guarantee you will be thriving on the footy field, or if you're running a marathon, whatever you're doing, you'll be absolutely thriving. Let's get stuck into this brekkie. We've made it to the Expo, collecting our bibs. Just had an absolute mad feed for lunch. Some chicken Caesar salad. Now I'm gonna grab the bib and get absolutely dialed.
Race bib and chip picked up, ready to go. It's real.
That 3 digits as well.
It's real now. Also in queue for Taylor Swift tickets. Important business. Not for me, I promise.
Number 3930. That is the lucky number to run a sub 230 and get in the top 100, I reckon.
Les, apparently this is the bloke that won last year. I reckon you've got him covered.
Yeah, I just got to dye my hair blue too. I might get him.
With these absolute G's at the front. I reckon I'll be joining them.
Here we have it. The Malaysian buffet for dinner 2 nights out. We absolutely love to see this. Tuck it in. It is dinner time. We're starting off with some curry laska here with some egg and chicken. We just ordered ourselves a lychee and mango smoothie and just whips out this. Unreal. The boys, we've absolutely stuffed up Les. Tell us what's happened.
We thought we'd carb load 2 nights out, have a big dinner. Malaysian buffet down the bottom of the hotel. Fucking 45 minutes in with 3 plates and 2 curries down. Getting cheeky, thinking that we're thieving from them, but bloody hell, they've taken my soul. My guts are not feeling good.
I reckon our stomach lining has just been ripped apart and we both feel like we're just being sucker punched in the guts. It's not good.
I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight. The abdominals are going to be sore on Sunday, that's for sure.
We haven't done ourselves any favours here, that's for sure. The Malaysian buffet has taken us to the cleaners, quite literally. Day 3, Warren Buffett put us to the sword last night. We had a difficult morning, but we're bouncing back. Got in some black coffees to cleanse the palate this morning. And feeling good. How are you feeling, Leslie?
Yeah, feeling good actually. Very hungry again. That buffet really did some work on the guts. But poor sleep, but it's alright. It wasn't race night. So, yeah, we'll bounce back. We'll get a good sleep tonight.
You live and you learn, eh? It's alright though. We're someone actually ran a 1 hour and 2 minute half marathon today, which is unbelievable, under 3 minute kilometre pace. So if you are a runner, you'll realise how crazy good that time is. I reckon we can about double that time tomorrow, maybe. See how we go.
It's my 10k time.
I forgot to mention as well, it is shit kit day in Gold Coast today. Oh wow, that guy has lost his mind. But we both did get in about half an hour of active recovery and stretching this morning. So stretching is really important. Get the blood flow to your muscles moving around to really oxidize it, and it's going to help with your recovery process. So if you are training for like a specific event or even like sport, make sure you're getting in a lot of stretching in the morning. Foam roller is really good as well. So we rolled out on that this morning. So get that in, get in that active recovery. We are at a very fashionable cafe here. It is lovely down in Gold Coast. For the middle of winter, it is actually the place to be. Excited to get in a coffee. Leslie, what's your order for today?
I've already had a coffee, so I'll probably go a turmeric latte now to top it off before lunch.
Beautiful. We love the turmeric for the gut. Walking down Cavill Avenue, the famous street in Gold Coast, with our long black. So we're doing a little bit of intermittent fasting this morning, which actually has a number of benefits for athletes, including improved cognitive function, gut health. I won't go too much into the science behind it, but it has a number of benefits for you, particularly for athletes. So if you are interested, check out the Human Labs podcast. Learn so much from that particular podcast. I think it goes for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, but it's definitely worth the watch. You'll learn a lot from it, and you can definitely implement it into your everyday life, or even when you're getting closer to events, implement it and you'll feel 10 out of 10. Breaky serve, got ourselves some coconut yogurt, banana, honey, scrambled eggs, salt, avo and apple, and our juice with an absolute view. Get it in. Get in those floors. Like, wait. Only at time zone doing some active recovery and mindfulness. Alright, coming up for a high score here. 83. We've got an 80. Let's go! But it's absolutely clutching. Yes! We have ourselves the lunch, one day out. Guzzy, nothing better.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have made it. It is race day. You probably can see here, it is 4:07 in the morning, so a very early wake up. It is time to talk serious though. Throughout this video, you've probably seen a lot of laughs, a lot of entertainment. So a few key concepts to really implement to help your athletic performance. I know we have a lot of footy fans out there. So the first one yesterday was time zone. This was just something to get our mind off it. Your mental health and your mind is really going to be the key driver of your success. So do something the day before or the day of the sporting event to really get your mind off things. So, you know, you might go get a walk with your dog with a coffee or your missus, whatever it is, but just do something that you really enjoy. The second one is dietary. So avoiding dairy and gluten the day of the event and the day before. This is really important because these two are quite inflammatory for the gut. So it's only going to cause bloating, gas, and a decline in performance. So try to avoid those and I guarantee you'll feel so much better. If you're not used to it, then it might take some time, but adapt to it and in time, I guarantee you'll feel so much better. The final thing is, don't believe you know it all because life is all about learning. So learn new things every day and be prepared to take on advice from other people because I'm always listening to others and their point of view to get that perspective. Let's absolutely dial in. It is race day. We have got our bib and number 3930. It's going to be the lucky number today, I reckon. What are you listening to dial yourself in? I'll probably start off with some David Goggins motivation on Spotify. Then I reckon I'll shift over maybe to like a bit of like Taylor Swift, and then we're going to go out with a bang with some hardstyle, Legend, Mystique, those sort of tracks to really get us over the line and absolutely dialed in for this marathon. But I'll tell you what, are we keen? And you're probably wondering, Steph, what runners have you got? The Brooks Ghost. These bad boys are going to get me 42 kilometers over the line. Unbelievable pair of runners. Pretty much fresh as well. I've only worn them once or twice. Super keen to break them in today. They're probably going to come out with holes in them at the end of this. Pre-race nutrition. Well, when the race starts at 6:15, it's not really ideal to get in food. So it's going to be liquid calories during the race, electrolytes, got our gels stocked and sorted. And what we've got here is we are having some salt with water. If you are cramping in a game or in a run, your electrolyte balance is up the shit. So get in some salts. It's going to stop that cramping. And we've also got ourselves a black coffee, instant in the hotel, but Les and I are going to share that and hopefully we don't cheat ourselves. Our black coffees and salts. If you're wondering what I'm having during the race, we've got some gels. So we've got 3 of these Makuna honey gels and also 3 of these espresso coffee gels. So they got 30 milligrams of caffeine. Hopefully I don't need these ones until about 25 Ks in, and that caffeine is just going to give me a big kick up. But yeah, we're going to get our first little bit of caffeine in now. Hopefully enhances our performance today. I was about to suck up half of Mentone Beach here.
No idea.
Yeah, outside on the balcony, we just got in all of our stretching. So feeling pretty good actually. Feeling really, really good today, which is fabulous. And just sipping on our black coffee now. Got into meditation this morning, the mindfulness. Always good to just lower your heart rate. Like I said, mindset is key when it comes to any sport. So meditation, even if it's 5 minutes, give it a shot. I think it's going to be a really good. Locke does it before every game of footy as well. And just going to have a read for about 15 minutes, and we should head off in about half an hour. But 15 minutes of reading How to Win Friends and Influence People. Terrific book, about halfway in at the moment. Absolutely loving it. Highly, highly recommend. Once again, reading, it's another form of sort of mindfulness. If you don't feel like you want to do meditation, just read for 15 minutes. Calms the mind, because it's so easy to wake up on game day and you're just like, dial in, like get up and about, which is like me as well. I'm someone where my mind's always racing. I'm always thinking about the game, always thinking of what's to come. You'll be surprised how much it can actually help your performance and your focus mindset on game day by just slowing your mind prior to it. So give it a shot and see how you go. Marathon affirmations. You're gonna hear it first. Number 1, I am relentless. Number 2, I embrace challenges. Number 3, and our absolute favorite, with every breath, I inhale confidence and exhale doubt. I am fucking unstoppable. Let's go!
I can tell you you're a bad motherfucker. Go in that shower, grab your fucking nuts, and tell the world somebody's sniffing my fucking nutsack today. Cause I ain't got time to fuck around no more.
Let's go! Let's go!
Is a champion here in 2013. He's back here once again last year at the Grandstand finishes in this amazing event. So we look forward to that again this year. I think last year was the
15 minutes away from the start. Leslie is tucking into some shoes. What flavour?
Mountain berry.
Mountain berry. Unreal scenes. It's absolute madness here. Crowds of thousands. Not only people running, but to support us as well. So let's get this for Fight MD. Made it to the start line. 5 minutes until go time. So keen for this. Let's go! Let's go!
There's our 4-hour pacer making their way out to the ground. I did.
We're about to hit the finish line in 100 meters to get cracking. Let's get it.
We're streaming live around the world. Oh, surely we kicked it off almost 8 minutes ago, and here they come still coming. Millions and millions of people. Thank you to you, Gold Coast. Len, you are a legend, Len. Smile, mate, celebrate, soak it up right now. This is your finish line. Gold Coast. Len, you are a legend, Len. Smile, mate, celebrate, soak it up right now. This is your finish line.
We have made it to the other side. Leslie, show them the medal.
Oh, it's a good looking thing. It's not bad.
Look at that. That was honestly the hardest thing I've ever done in my life.
Without a doubt, I had to let him burn me. I was struggling there. Heart rate was at 210 or 212. I think it maxed out at halfway point. So too well to finish, but yeah, hard yards.
Yeah, honestly, never felt any sort of pain like that in my life. We absolutely grinded that. But you know what? We got the job done, and that is all that matters. So we have clocked the marathon, and now we've just got ourselves a good feed. Leslie, what did you have?
Honey chicken fried rice, just what I needed. It's not really digesting, but it feels better to have a little bit of something. A bit of solid hot food in there. We haven't eaten all day besides Cliff Blocks or electrolyte drinks, so something solid and warm there is good.
Yeah, I think we're a bit over the gels. That's the only thing we've had all day. So a bit of Whole Foods was good. And do you want to tell the fans where we're headed now? This is quite exciting, actually.
Krispy Kreme to get a dozen.
It's going to be a fucking beauty. Made it.
Much needed.
Look what we have here. This is going to be an absolute fill up. What have we got here? Canadian, what is it?
Maple.
Canadian maple. Oh, gosh. That is good. Quality.
There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. I have completed my first marathon, and look at that. It is an absolute piece of art. We have also got ourselves a Gold Coast complete marathon t-shirt. The back of it is insane as well. Unreal. And that was honestly the hardest thing I've ever done. Like the whole last 10 kilometers, it's just going through your mind like, just stop. What are you doing? Stop. And you just got to keep pushing. Like, it is insane the amount of pain you go through. And as soon as you stop, you just feel like falling over. Your legs are honestly like jelly. Everywhere's hurting. Your lower back. Probably got stress fractures in my feet, my back. Who knows? But you know what? We got it done. It's all mindset. Cannot wait to go out and get a feed. And I'll pop up the Strava right here as well, so you can see it for yourself. And you know what? 4 weeks ago, my physio where Locke does placement said to me, Steph, I'm going to be real with you. You can't do this marathon. You tore your ACL only 10 months ago. And by the looks of it, you've got a stress fracture in your foot. We came home, Locke was like, Steph, are you going to do the marathon? What are you going to do? I said, fucking oath I'm going to do it. And we have done it. Darling, baby. Darling.